Face, what's good, man?
Yo, what up, Sonny, man?
title
Oh,
is
man.
title is crazy, bro.
Bro, listen, I don't ever usually do spontaneous shit like this, but
I know.
this
That's
Diddy,
why.
I called you like, yo, this Diddy content is crazy.
And for so many reasons. I mean, Diddy's an icon. He's a historic dude in the game. So many people look like I don't know so many people, but a lot of people looked at his relationships as like, okay, it's his kid's mother, Kim Porter, and he was with Cassie. And if you look at things from the surface, it looks really smooth.
Yeah.
But for this to come out, it's like,
So,
and it's just a lot, bro. Where do we start?
all right, let's we got some content that you sent us. So basically, it says it right here. Sean Diddy Combs accused of rape and abuse in lawsuit filed by former girlfriend Cassie.
And
what do you know about this so far? I know you did some research on it already within the 5 minutes of this popping up on the internet.
Right. I've been on it though, because I've been on Diddy heels because ever since Biggie, I was one of the people that was like, his fault Biggie got killed, right? And I know that's a big statement to say, but it took me at least 15 years to just let it go. Because I felt like he's a manipulator. And I'm not a hater on him. I'm just saying what it is. Biggie had shotties by the toilet in case you want to shoot me while I'm shitting, then he gets caught in LA like that. So I always had a side eye on Puff for years, but then it's just so many allegations. You got the Justin Bieber thing.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to catch people up.
What's the Justin Bieber one?
When Justin Bieber was 16, they got the video footage with Justin Bieber, and he stayed with Diddy for like a week. Why would a 16-year-old be? And they in the crib, I'm coming to stay with you. And Bieber looked uncomfortable in the video. Then you got the video with Kevin Hart and Usher with the whole, we used to wake up in the morning, we used to be in the bed fighting over Fruit Loops. And nah, hold up, that was crazy. And that's when Kevin Hart was like, whoa. Remember Kevin Hart? I think I sent you that one. He was just like, whoa.
Wait, who? Wait, Diddy and Usher used to be in a bed fighting over Fruit Loops?
Yeah, because Usher was, he was a little dude. Diddy's known for like taking these little dudes under his wing, and it just looks sus, bro. Like I don't hang out with 16-year-olds, do you? I was barely hanging out with 16-year-olds when I was 19.
And then Usher, and the same thing with Justin Bieber. Usher was a youth too.
He was a youth, Usher Raymond. This is before he was Usher. He was still Usher Raymond. That was big. Right, that was before USHERRAYMOND. That's when he was still that kid. You know what I'm saying? So he had these things going on for a minute, man. And then came Cassie, right? And then Cassie came along. She was an artist. I think that was 2006, if I'm not mistaken. My memory serves me correctly. And they started getting together. Cassie was all right. He put her whole music on hold. It was always weird that she was so quiet. As much as Diddy loves money and as much as he loves to break artists and do different things, why he never did anything with Cassie. But she just always had that help me, blink twice if you need help kind of look in her face. Right. But, you look now.
She look right here, too, in this picture. She looked, damn, I forgot how cute she was.
Cassie been bad. Now she look fluffy, like that happy kind of baby weight, and she's happy. She got a little thicker now. But see, what's going on now is that from what I'm reading and seeing, I know he had an NDA. Everybody makes, especially in the industry, everybody signs an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, right? You can't say anything about what's going on. We all know that. So she was quiet. Well, a lot of this people are saying it's her husband coming out because she can't legally say anything.
So do you think this NDA is not up? I thought maybe it ran out by now.
No. They just broke up, bro. This is like the NDAs, from my understanding, have a little weight to them, like kind of like a record contract, 20 years. If not, sometimes they might have the wording in it that says lifetime, unlimited, like record contracts. Where they say to the sky and down to the earth type thing, and everything in between. The same thing that Kanye is fighting them for now, to change the wordplay in these contracts. A lot of these contracts be lifetime things.
So you don't think this has anything to do with like the publishing that he just gave back and all that? You don't think it has?
She don't have no publishing. She don't. I think. Oh, you mean on his part? I
mean, do you think something may have been freed up around that? I don't know. I really don't know.
I think that he was doing the publishing thing and doing all these little things that he's been doing to Call Me Brother, Love, and all of this. Because everybody's been talking about they're gonna have a surviving Diddy documentary coming soon. He got the thing with Bieber. He got the thing with Usher. Then he got the thing with Fab. Yo, come on, you don't like to party with me? Like, like we party. You don't want to party with me? And Fab looked clearly uncomfortable at the table. And Nori was looking for a drink, and and then Nori was on some shit. He's like, yeah, I like when you scripting. What he said? I like when you. Hold on.
Yeah.
I like when you scripting and scraping like that, Daddy. Who calls another dude Daddy?
Shout out to Fab. I heard some stories about not no sus stories about Fab, but a lot of these guys were around. Like they saw it. They you know what I'm saying? It was part of
a lot of these dudes. That makes you complicit, bro. That makes you part of the problem. So
Fab,
in fact,
Jamie Foxx, there was a lot of
Jamie Foxx especially, and Jamie Foxx is another one we could touch on because Jamie Foxx has actually been blowing it up lately. Jamie Foxx don't really care. And you see, this is what happened when Jamie Foxx was in the coma. A lot of that has to do with a lot of the stuff that Jamie was dealing with. Jamie was supposed to testify against Proswell in that case. Jamie be opening up his mouth about the party situation.
Is he still doing it?
I don't know. It's still doing a party or still talking?
Is he still talking? Because I think they got rid of him already, and now this is the clone.
They got the clone out, or either that, or they just put the fear of God in him because he was in a coma for how long and all kind of stuff. I don't be thinking about the clones too tough sometimes. I don't know how much I believe in the clones, but I think they definitely be putting the fear of God in these people. Like, you see how we put you in the hospital for 3 months and you couldn't even talk? Imagine if we do this to your family and Ray. So I think that plays a big factor in it. But all of this stuff is coming out, and I think that's just part of the reason why Diddy is moving the way he is with the brother love thing, with these different situations, because he knew something was brewing. Then he shouted out Cassie at I don't know what this last award was. He got some big award or something. And in the award, he was like, yeah, I want to say big shout to Cassie. She held me down in the dark time. Come on, bro. She's married now. She just had a baby. And after that, her husband shot back with a post, with an LGBTQ post saying, yeah, this is for all my people in the LGBT community, especially the ones on the down low. You know what I'm saying? I'm donating money to this charity that helps people on the down low live their truth and come out, pretty much what the post said. And it had a little.
Is he like a millionaire? Like
nah, it was a personal trainer.
Oh, okay. So he got money, but
he got a couple of dollars, but he took her heart. You know what I mean? He probably made her feel safe when she wasn't. She was feeling kind of vulnerable, and he came in, scooped her up. She got pregnant. They had the baby. She ain't looked back, but he didn't sign the NDA. And as her husband, he knows these things. I'm seeing a lot of paperwork that's saying that he's the one coming out and saying these things.
Well, here goes a clip. We sent a clip earlier. I'm gonna play it right now.
You actually met him when he was with Cassie.
Yeah.
So could you explain to me how this came to be and what made you stay even though he was with Cassie? What was he telling you?
When I first met Puff, I did not find him I didn't like him like that.
Okay.
But eventually he grew on me because after I met him in Miami, he invited me to All Star, which was the week after, Valentine's Day, around Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So I went to All Star, and then after that, we just.
Wait, who's this girl? You know who that is?
Nah, it's just a mistress chick.
Actually met him when he was with Cassie.
Yeah.
So could you explain to me how this came to be and what made you stay even though he was with Cassie? What was he telling you?
When I first met Puff, I did not find him.
This girl Toxic KB and all type of shit.
I didn't like him like that.
She's in trouble. She's in trouble right now.
With Jada, right?
But
with Will Smith. Is it Jada too?
Grew on me because after I met him in Miami, he invited me to All Star, which was the week after, Valentine's Day, around Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So I went to All Star, and then after that, we just kept hanging out, and after only a month, he told me he loved me, and I was like, no, you don't. Because I thought that I would, if anything, I thought I would be the first one to feel like that. So I didn't believe him. And then after that, I was like, maybe he does love me. So he like grew on me more and more. And he like would do all these nice things for me. And that is what kept me around.
Okay. And you knew about Cassie?
Yeah.
Okay.
This girl Tasha K is a problem, man.
I mean, he definitely got a type. Safe to say he got a type.
I mean,
Cause she looks like Cassie. She bad too, by the way.
yeah.
I want to say all this is alleged. You know what I mean? All this is just.
We're not saying nothing. We're just talking. We're just listening.
We're just talking. We're just trying to sort things out because I don't know. This is a part of hip hop culture.
So how much?
He's from New York.
Supposedly she's suing. How much she's suing for?
30 million.
What?
30 million.
That's actually light when you think about it. 30
Yeah,
million.
it's safe. It's a safe number. It's safe. I think it's safe.
Yeah, she probably thinks she could probably get paid. You know, before she goes there, he could probably hit off with a couple of bread, a couple of dollars, and this won't even come out.
Yeah, he on the phone right now trying to move some money around, trying to get that out.
Yeah, he's trying to move some money around.
That's like he owe her that. That's probably something. That's probably a number that they spoke about before. If we ever break up, I got you on a little 30 million or something. And he probably kicked her out. They did over there, and he never kicked off the 30. So now, I mean, this is crazy. And Tasha K, be clear, she's very good at what she does. She's definitely been under heat a lot lately. I think Cardi B got that $1 million lawsuit, and that was supposed to break her. So she owes Cardi B like I think it might be $2 million or something like that. But
and now she's running it up and just getting more content and more. Like she just did the Jada Pinkett Will Smith joint with his best friend.
Right, saying that he walked in on him and Dwayne Martin or something like that, and now Will is tight saying that that's a lie or whatever the case may be. But I don't understand. Nobody does that to TMZ. We only do that to each other. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that. This is all over. Most of my sources came from the New York Times. I don't see nobody going after the New York Times trying to commit, for slander or whatever the case may be. But they'll go after Tasha K. Jaguar Wright been speaking on this for the last year. Jaguar Wright was saying that was everybody used to say that was Puff's beard. You know what a beard is, right? Just like Jada is Will's beard. They call the beard is like the girl that like the front. She's like the Ajax in the window of the weed spot. It's just the front. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they call him a beard. So, in the industry, it's like, they just represent that, but really they doing other foul stuff behind the scenes. So that was his beard. They said he was paying her $500,000 a month to be in that position, not come out with no music, don't mess with nobody. They said there was instances where he heard her call her grandfather Pop Pop, and he made her calling him Pop Pop.
What do you think is up with I know he's under Clive Davis, right?
That's a whole. I hope Coco's not listening because Coco is she's the investigative reporter. And Clive Davis, you mentioned Clive Davis' name, and she's done research on Clive Davis and Nina Simone's death. She's done heavy research on Clive Davis and Whitney Houston's death. Clive is definitely a mastermind manipulator behind the scene on a lot of our icons, especially the icons that passed and quote unquote dealing with drugs because he was big on drugging them. So that's his protege for sure. Arista Records. That's where he came up under Clive. So yeah, it's a big connection there with Clive. It's a big power trip when you got people you want to put them on drugs and have freak offs. He had a freaking off with male prostitutes, male sex workers, whatever they call them, and they was bungeeing her, and he was watching. There'd be a lot of wild stuff going on with them. His son even came forward recently saying that he was witnessing a lot of stuff that he shouldn't have witnessed at a young age.
Oh, his what's his name, son though, right? Albie Shaw's son.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I saw a clip like that. I should have grabbed that. What's interesting? So there's a Netflix series called The Fall of Usher. It's not about Usher, but it's called.
I was about to say what happened to Usher.
It's not called. It's called The Fall of Usher. It's about a family called the Usher family. And basically, when they were younger, him and his sister met this lady who told them, "Hey, do you guys want to be millionaires? well, this is what's going to happen. You could be millionaires, but at a certain point in time in your life, all your children are going to die.
Mm.
So it's almost like with
Big
Diddy,
sacrifices, bro.
mad sacrifice. And yo, you got to watch it. It's called The House of Usher. It's really good.
I mean, but sacrifices is nothing new. This demonic industry that they dealing with. I mean, I think Biggie was a sacrifice. Some people say Kim Porter was a sacrifice. I mean, Kim Porter had a book coming out, a tell-all book, and then she mysteriously passes.
All right,
I mean, it's just so.
You want to watch this? I got another clip. You want to watch another clip right quick?
Run it.
All right. This one is Gene Deal. So we already know Gene's been out there for a minute talking real, he's been letting out a lot of content. So
that was his bodyguard for some years.
That was his bodyguard for years. He's, he tells a lot of stories, man. He's been on Vlad TV. So let's see.
See, Cassie can't say anything because he made her sign ND, a non-disclosure. But she can whisper things in her husband's ear, and some of the stuff that she's probably saw had to go through with dude, her husband just speaking on it.
Yeah, see?
He can't say where he got it from.
Saying that.
But then again, he got to know. People got to know where he got it from. That's his wife. Yes, he's an older guy. He might be a whole lot of fruity too. But Cassie would know that just like Kim knew that.
So you feel like Cassie is the one that's telling her husband stuff behind the scenes about Puffy?
Right. And you got to realize he was their trainer.
Pillow talking.
He was her trainer before he became her husband. So she may have was telling him stuff way before they was even married. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. So before we get off of this topic, right, because I'm sure people is going to want me to ask you being around Puffy, is there any truth to him being fruity?
I don't know what you mean by really do I see this man being fruity? Is does a man like other men? I think he's brother love. He love other men.
Ooh. Ooh. See what I'm saying?
Yo.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? I forgot who it was that said they found like dildos in his bathroom at a party at his hotel. Was it Cameron?
Cameron.
Right, it was Cameron. I was about to say, no, I thought it was somebody from Dipset. See what I'm saying? Like
with the and he was going at Mace too, and he mentioned about Mace. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what they saying. Mace was because I seen something that was a while ago with Benzino on Tasha K, and he was like, Benzino was like, wait a minute, if anybody, he was dealing with anybody, it'd have been came out already, and everybody was saying they didn't come out because it was Mace.
I'm live in the studio right now. You want to hop on this? Huh? Pause. Exactly. Get it. This is actually we in the studio. He's recording in there, but we got you don't want to hop. You don't want to get him part of this right here. So I ain't gonna give you too much about this guy, but he was actually signed to Bad Boy. But
who bruv right there?
His name is Verse. He was signed to Bad Boy. He's actually, if you check out, what's that album? The Saga Continues album. He's on how many other tracks?
In terms of writing, I don't know, but in terms of performance, and then the emotional release.
Yeah, he's on a couple of joints, man. So
did he have to sign an NDA?
Did you have to sign an NDA?
Not probably January. They're probably gonna make me want to do that. But they're trying to get me to do it right before when Alexis was live. I said no.
So he's how they got the publishing thing going on. He's right now negotiating that deal also.
Oh, so after that, but like you said, Face, that might be one of them things. All right, cool, don't give you this publishing money, but remember, you don't even see nothing when you was in the studio.
You say who's not lying? Gene Deal? Yeah, listen. I can't. I want to keep you safe. I ain't gonna bring you into this. Go record. I know you're working in. We live in the studio, but do your thing, man. Unless you want to talk.
Yo, we are Flatbush is so live because how you on a live and you just happen to have like a bad boy artist just strolling in the background and shit like.
Bro, we got artists. So this is a recording studio. We got the studio in there. That's the booth there. We got another booth in the back. So it goes down. But yes, he's actually working on some stuff right now. But yeah, man, he got some stories too. But he's trying to keep the relationship good right now. You get what I'm saying?
Right. You got to be strategic.
Yeah.
I mean, right now they say like it looks and like the way things are going. Cassie was playing chess, and Diddy was playing checkers. Because I mean, this don't seem like something that she was like. This is spontaneous. This sounds like something that it was her and her hubby was scheming and working on for a minute, perhaps.
Oh, he was definitely.
Yeah, he was tight. He's like, all right, he was doing what? Freak offs.
Yeah.
The freak offs. He was paying dudes to bungee your back end. What? Yo, listen, that's it. We're going for him. He got $30 million for us.
That's crazy. You also sent something. What did it? I didn't get a chance to check it out. Let me see. What's it say here? Okay, we already got that part. What's the next part you added? There's another part of the story, right?
It was just a couple of little details in there.
All right, I can't see what this says.
Yeah, it says in the incident in Los Angeles 2009, the suit says Mr. Combs became enraged when he saw Victoria talking to another talent agent. She wasn't supposed to be talking to anybody at that time. Pushed her into the car and kicked her repeatedly in the face. Wow, making her bleed. A lot of these details, not to even stop right there, but there's another situation with Kid Cudi where he allegedly had his car blown up, and it's like Kid Cudi's reps had.
Wait, Diddy had Kid Cudi's car blown up? You saying?
Blown up. I think that was 2012. Don't quote me. I've got a lot of dates going. I think it was 2012 or something like that. He had his car blown up. I guess they must have had some type of talking. It's not romantic or whatever like that, but he was on some control stuff. So now this was the end result. This is just the tip of the iceberg, Face. I'm glad we getting some stuff here because as we'll probably spin the block on this in a couple of months and see that some of the stuff that we're speaking about now come to light even more. But this is definitely one for the people to keep their eye on, man. I mean, Diddy's an icon, man.
Diddy's an icon, but I don't know, man. It's like you gotta step on a lot of people to get to the top, and it seems like he might have did a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? From watching just how the cheesecake thing, you know what I'm saying, making them that that was all extra to make them do that. So he had a certain character. You used to see him on TV. I heard
that was light though. I would have walked for that. Let me think about it. I walked for that for no cheesecake. Like that's just from like Midtown to downtown Brooklyn. I mean, the back part maybe, but let's just think about Bad Boy as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
There's not one bad boy artist that's a bad boy artist right now. Everybody had a problem. Mace ran to Atlanta. Biggie got killed. Loon went to jail. Black Rob was a drug addict, died. Craig Mack had different demons and stuff like that with his thing. He passed away. Total, we don't know what happened to Total. 112.
They totaled.
I mean, yeah, they got totaled. You know what I'm saying? 112 never even signed to nobody again. Like Sean got, we all know what happened with Sean, and
the list is so long.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Sean let his gun go.
G-Dep turned himself in.
G-Dep turned himself in for a robbery or a shooting from like 20 years ago. He was like, man, I'd rather be in jail than to be out here with this guy.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I'm not sure, bro. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I can't even say I would.
His wife, his baby mother or whatever that died.
That's what I'm saying. She had the tell-all book coming out. She had a book coming out prior to her passing. Her sister just was talking about the book and how she just mysteriously passed away. She's like the perfect bill of health. She just had twins. There was nothing really going on with her, and she just passed away. Her death to me was kind of like Prince. Like what happened to Prince? We're not going into that right now. I'm just saying, like, Prince just died, bro. Like nobody even dug into that. Like Prince just passed away in the elevator in his crib, just passed out. Like, come
Oh, is
on,
that
bro.
how he died in the elevator in the crib?
Yeah, Prince just died in his crib, bro. It was just weird. He was just in his crib like 3 a.m, nobody around, maybe 1 or 2 people in the crib, and they just found him. Like, come on, man, Prince, come on. And that's Mr. Artist, formerly known as, it made itself into a symbol just to say F the system.
Sounds like the House of Cards. You ever seen that show, The House of Cards?
Yeah, now I know what show you're talking about. I never really caught a thing of it. Even Michael Jackson, there's so much shady stuff that goes on. The doctor that killed Michael Jackson's home. He been home. He had like 6
saying,
years.
He must have pissed off the elites. I mean,
Who did he?
Yeah, right now they saying that for a lot of people though. For Will Smith, it's like, to me, there's like, that's why I was talking about the House of Usher, the fall of Usher. It's like they had a time frame, and at a certain point in time, it's all coming down on you. It's like the same thing happened as soon as Will Smith came onto the internet. Will Smith was never on Instagram. As soon as he started Instagram shit and all that, it's like that's when it started for him.
I can see it with Will, because Will was, what story about how the shit go from Fresh Prince and all that. He had the squeaky clean. Once he got on the internet, he kind of started taking control of his own narrative, whatever. So he never really. But with Diddy, what did Diddy really do? Diddy been selling people out. He been, playing his artists. I remember when Jadakiss and them was on the radio talking about they're gonna drop a refrigerator on his head. Remember, they was like, "Yo, my niggas, when y'all see him in the street, lean on him."
He ran.
I love that.
Steve Stout.
Him and Steve Stout has something. Steve Stout is, he's a strong dude in the game. His business sense is up. He's well respected amongst his peers.
And this
got a lot of
stuff
stuff going.
This shit that we don't know about.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we don't know about. Like the whole thing with Keefe D, that's still lingering. Keefe D said that Diddy offered him money to take out Biggie. I mean, to take out Pac. Remember, Keefe D ran with Puff. Keefe D was Puff's muscle, because Keefe D and them was Lokes, and they had beef with Bloods. They couldn't be in LA moving around, stepping like that. People always talking about checking in. You had to check in at certain times. Now these little niggas don't check in. That's why they get killed the way they do. But at that time, he had to get the Lokes. Keefe D was the big Loke. They had the Lokes in pocket. He said it in a room full of people. Even Keefe D said, why would he say that out loud like that? Just that accusation alone could get him indicted.
I can't pronounce how you pronounce his name? IEC?
Which name? Hold
on YouTube. I'm just trying to pronounce his name, but he said we wouldn't know. That's why he stayed protected all these years. Yeah, I think he has some type of shit on him, bro. I think he did a little sprinkle. Icy. Oh, shout out Icy. Of course, Icy. My bad, bro. A little sprinkle. You got a little sprinkle dust on him, bro, because I don't know, man. He's been like some voodoo shit or something going on with Diddy, bro.
I just think he played the game, bro. Just think about it. Think about all the bodies that went on. Wolf got killed in Atlanta with the Big Meat situation.
Yeah.
That was his man. Suge's man got killed around the same time.
Supposedly that's what the beef is really about, too.
A lot of that beef was that. And Meech went down for some shit with that. There's always something going on with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always something mixy and messy going on. Why was Biggie in Cali with no bodyguards in his car? Why was C's and all them the shooters was in one car, Big was in another car? Why was they even there?
That's crazy. That's a crazy story, and it just sounds bad all around. He was supposed to go to England. Remember, Biggie was supposed to go to England.
He had the album drop, and he was in a cast. I forgot. I think it was Gene Gill, and it was somebody else said that the vibe was so off that night in the club that I think it was Stevie J. Was like, yo, there was like everybody in the club was just kind of staring at them. The music was playing. Nobody was even bopping their heads. Niggas was just staring like it was a hypnotized. Like everybody was hypnotized in the eyes. Like, y'all niggas know these big dogs is about to air y'all out, right? And they stayed. So I don't get it, man.
Biggie must have been on some, I don't know, maybe he was brainwashed. I don't know why he didn't make the decision to not do that.
Come on, bro. Biggie had one of my favorite bars is I keep a shotty by the toilet in case you want to shoot me while I'm shitting. And now you don't have that in the suburban in LA, the gangbang capital. Like
Circa 19XX said the Locks exposed him the best. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier.
Right, that was classic on the radio. They got at him, But then even then, he quieted them up. So I think the Cassie thing, she's gonna get what she asked for. I think Diddy's on the phone right now, moving money around. 401ks is getting moved around. Trust funds is getting cracked open. The man got bread. It's not sitting in a bank account, but 30 million is light. Like I said, that sound like a legal shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, take this 30 million. If you don't want me to say the 100 and tell everything, and he gonna comply. He has to comply.
But do you think that? I'm guessing that this story had to be already like he had to know this was coming, because
I think he did.
Release something like this. This is a crazy charge, bro. So like, if you're trying to just get 30 million, I feel like she probably attempted it first, didn't work. She said, "All right, let me drop this dub plate right quick because I'm about to." You've
been around the block a few times, bro. You know that lawyers don't pick up cases unless you got a case. Lawyers typically don't pick up a case. Like, you call a lawyer. Her lawyer probably like, all right, you know what? Let me call Sean Combs' lawyer and talk to him. And then he called his lawyer and talked to him. His lawyer got big eyes, and he was like, yeah, you know what? We might have something here. He got kind of spooky when I called him. Let's go forward with this. Because what she's saying, abuse, all that Me Too shit, she could get that automatically. Drugs, the abuse, that's almost automatic. The grape allegations, he said that, when they broke up, she ran over to the crib and he took it on one instance. That's heavy allegations, bro. I mean, he's not going to do like R. Kelly did. I saw a clip of R. Kelly. R. Kelly was a wild dude with the joint with Torre, where Torre was like, so how young, what he said, how young do you like women? And Kels was like, well, how young we talking? Like, no, Kels, no, you're not supposed to say that, bro. What are you doing? So we ain't going to get Diddy like that. You see, when he was on Breakfast Club last time, he was kind of dipping and dodging. You see, he had the instance with 50 where he said, 50 he was offering to take 50 shopping. And 50's like, yo, get out of here. You're taking a grown man shopping. But then he ran around with the game because, he was supposed to sign the game before Dre. So he ran around with the game for 2 years, taking the game shopping, moving around with him, had him under the wing. They got pictures around. It's a lot of funny business with him. So he's going to pay this because it's too much. All this other stuff going to come out. And you know how the internet is, bro. Even if he pays it and he makes her get quiet, he can't stop TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all the sleuths online that's going to be digging and poking around to see what's going on. It's going to be interesting.
It's a power thing, bro. That's basically all it got to be. Like, I don't understand what makes him do all this. Like,
power. You're right. I think you nailed it right there. Like, I'm gonna pay you $500,000 a month to be my beard. In that time, I'm gonna pay dudes to come over here and bungee your back and watch. They was calling it the freak off. They're calling it the freak off. They have freak offs all the time.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
We're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait too long, face. It's gonna unravel. I give this thing and get some predictions here. I say she messing around, hit that 30 mil hit her bank account by Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's gonna hit by February. She'll be paid. Cause stuff don't last long on the internet. Like, we won't even be talking about this next week. You know what I mean? Like,
that's it. She done got hit off. She done got paid off.
Maybe not next week. It might take a little longer to clear 30 million than we think, but she's not. Where's Cassie from? I didn't even look that up. Is she from New York?
Well, no.
I wonder where she's from. Cassie is bad. They have a clip with young.
Yeah, she's amazing. She looks amazing in this picture right here.
See, the new Cassie is fluffy. I see the picture of her like right now with her husband. She's fluffy. But they saying that young Jock was saying that he was there the day Diddy told her to shave her head. He told her to shave her head. Yo, tomorrow I want you to shave your head bald on the side. She said, "Do it." Not a lot going on in Connecticut. You know what I mean? Calling quiet. It's a damn shame.
So her trainer was also his trainer too?
I don't think so. I don't know how that went. I don't know how he didn't get his car blown up if Kid Cudi got a car blown up.
Yo, Diddy's outside. Diddy is outside, kid.
Diddy's wild. I mean, you got to think about it. Diddy comes from that era too. So Diddy comes from the 90s with Tupac beef, East Coast, West Coast beef. So the shit that's going on now in the streets is really calm for him. he's used to, putting money on niggas' heads and throwing money around. He's still spending money from '97. He's still spending. He probably still spending Danity Kane money. He ain't even spending that real Ciroc money yet. Like Sean, what was the name of his joint? Sean John made almost $600 million in a couple of years, like 2-3 years.
But to play devil's advocate, right? They're gonna say why they took so long for her. Well, why it took this long for her to say this.
Well,
for even for her husband, but period for it to. This is the first time I'm hearing about this.
I don't think so. In certain instances, I'll be the main one to say that. I'm big on that. Like, come on, shorty, you ain't say nothing then, don't say nothing now. However, you figure they broke up, what, 2018, 2017? So like 5-6 years ago.
No,
people gotta.
Who?
Huh?
Diddy and Cassie?
Yeah.
Nah, way before that.
When they broke up?
Way before that, bro. She wasn't even popping in 2018.
She was never popping. Let's be clear. She was never popping. She was just Diddy's king. She was Diddy. She had that one song in 2006. That was the only thing she ever did. They met like around that time.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me look it up on my phone.
I think he started messing with Young Miami around right before the pandemic type thing.
Diddy and Cassie, 37, dated off and on starting in 2007.
Okay. I know they met
the romance with Cuddy. Okay. So the Cuddy thing you're talking about is because of him. Cuddy was dating Cassie. I didn't know that. That's what you're saying?
Right, yeah. And he had his car blown up. Cuddy's reps confirmed that.
Yo, Diddy a bad man, yo.
Diddy paper is long, Jed.
No, you're right. They split in 2018.
Right. My memory kind of raggy, but I keep dates in mind and stuff. So that's 2018. So you figure pandemic, he had a lot of home time with his wife. He did what? Yeah, so tell me everything. So what happened with that dude? And then she told him everything, and then they got their things together. It takes a while for somebody to come out, man. Like these other people, like the Russell Simmons situation, that's a little different. Certain situations I see is a little different. Like, you know what I'm saying? That girl said she went to Russ' crib at 3 a.m. She knew what she was going to Russ' crib for. Russ came out butt naked, started massaging. They wait 20 years for that? But Cassie, come on, this is like 6 years, bro. Bill Cosby went down for stuff that he did in the 70s.
Yo, Bill Cosby, chill, bro. This is the bad man, Bill Cosby, yo. They was together for 11 years, bro. I'm out the loop.
Yeah, they met. I remember they met. Like, I think her album came. That's what I'm thinking about. 2006. She had a song in 2006. That's when they met, and then from there, that's when they, you saying 2007 or so. Why is the washing machine doing a whole song? So that was 2006 to boom. Yeah, that's a good little time. And then he met with Young Miami. He doing the same thing with Young Miami. Look, didn't he have a baby recently?
Yo, my man just be dropping kids. You don't know who the moms is, bro.
But this is what I'm saying. The other ones is born, the twins. Then he had another baby somewhere else in the Caribbean, and then he moved her over. And then he had a baby recently with somebody else, and he's with Young Miami. She ain't even saying nothing. That's how you know she's on payroll. He better double up on that NDA with her.
Listen,
and she got kids. That's what's so weird to me. I didn't know Young Miami had kids. I thought she was just like super thought, just fly me out and all this and all that. You got 2 kids.
I don't know nothing about that girl. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't know much. This is something I've heard recently. You know what I'm saying? I've heard that recently. I didn't know she had kids. I couldn't tell you. I'm real anti-city girls. Like, I'm real anti-city girl. I be barking on dudes that be bigging up city girls. I'm like, oh, bro, you really gonna be in the club singing a city girl song? They talking about lining dudes up and dudes is suckers, and y'all really in the club singing city girl songs? So I don't know much about them. I know one did a bid and one fuck with Diddy.
Which man is in the club singing city girl song, bro? People sick.
Yeah, so remember, son, I'll be in the South, and right now I'm in the Midwest, but I'll be with like 26-year-old dudes, and they be, yo, son, that song is lit, son. So I don't know nothing about this song, Dred. I don't even sing Little Kim lyrics. She's from New York. I'm not into girls' lyrics, and then you know what I'm saying, like that. To be singing it like that, you know what I mean? The club, but these dudes be in the club going crazy when these joints come on down south. It's weird to me, bro. Like
we always knew that we had to be quiet when the girl verse came on.
That was always me, bro. That is just time you sip on your.
You want to bumble with the beat? That shit was fire though.
Right. You might do the bzzz, throw a heck. That might be the only part dudes do, except for
like the whole bit. That's a hot word. I mean,
maybe we might go a little crazy. I come from Bed-Stuy. We can either do with it. After that, that's it, because she's talking what we talk, and she's talking some nigga shit. But with city girls, they be talking, line them up, take their money, run their pockets. Like, who's singing that with them for them?
Nah,
So I just look at it like she has to be on payroll because she has 2 kids. He just had a kid on her. It's just a lot, bro. I'm gonna look into that thing. For the people listening, people listening on the afterplay, I think you should look into what's the thing you said, the Usher story.
The Fall of Usher. It's on Netflix. It's a good series. Matter of fact, we could watch that and we could do we could have a little conversation about it too. So
Like a movie review kind of thing.
like a little review joint, you know what I'm saying? We just messing around, going through some content, you know, Sunny Winters, Industry Hotel, We Are Flatbush, shout out to Popeye, shout out to the whole family on the outside. We just, we just felt like, giving y'all
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, we are Flatbush, and Flatbush people. If people know, I mean, if they watch our channel all the time, Flatbush is in so many different crevices of the earth. Like, it's from B-boy. He had a joint the other day. I didn't even realize there was that much going on intertwined with the East and West Coast when it came to breakdancing and battling. But Flatbush is everywhere. So a lot of this stuff, I'm sure somebody in this mix is from Flatbush or close to it. So, it was definitely something definitely to worth covering for a second, because it's gonna turn, some stuff is gonna turn up from this. They're gonna have the Surviving Diddy documentary.
Look out for part 2, man, and go check out those interviews we did. The last one was, what was his name? What's the name of who we just interviewed?
Buddha Stretch.
Buddha Stretch. That was a great interview. Shout out.
That was a great one. Yeah, Big Buddha Stretch. I definitely I feel like I should have had a pen and paper out. He was talking some real history there.
He was. Especially when he said he said one dance is from the West Coast, something like that, right? He said
he said popping and locking was us and breaking was them. But afterwards, I thought about it. You don't remember the movie Breaking with Turbo and Ozone?
Yeah.
I think that was West Coast. Now, when he said that, I started thinking about it. I think they was in Cali with that one, but Beach Street was us, and Crush Groove and all that, of course, was us. So I definitely got that. But I think it's amazing because there was no internet at that time. So how would we know that they was popping and locking or vice versa? I'm sure there was 1-2 cats that had a cousin over there. They traveled and did a little move and they ran with it, and But I think that's amazing that things travel like that. And now things are traveling even faster. So this story just dropped, and look, we on it. This is just now unraveling. It's probably gonna go, like you said, even further. Check us out. Hit the subscribe button. Come back. If it's your first time here, welcome. If it's not your first time here, welcome back. But it's not the last time.
Nope. We out. Industry Hotel, Sunny Winters. We are Flatbush.
Circa 19 XX.
We outside.
Yo, be easy.
One.